on, guys? Week 10, starting off with some safety squat bar. Pushed it up to a heavy set of 5 this time. This is the hard week, so everything felt pretty good. Worked up to 548 for a set of 5, which is definitely the most weight I've ever done for that many reps. So I was pretty happy with that. Pretty happy with the way things moved. Definitely still hate the safety squat bar. Can't wait to be done with it and move on to getting ready for the meet. And I think the meet should, based the way off season's going, the meet should be really successful, and it should set me up to hit my goal that I want to hit. And and that's really all based on the training that you put in and the limitations you set for yourself. I know I see a lot of people. There's probably two kinds of people. There's the ones that see something happen and say, "Oh man, that'll never be me. There's no way. The guy's just a freak," Or there's other people that see something and they're like, "Why can't I accomplish this? I'll be the next guy to do it. That's not that big of a deal. Let's just get to work and see what that person did and just get better." So you have people that see something and kind of hide from it and not accept it and don't think that they're capable of doing it, and they'll say, "Oh, it's because he's taken this, or genetics, or all kinds of excuses." And then you have the guys that see it and propel themselves to get better, to excel. And I think when you train, you got to kind of have that same mindset in the fact of, if you're pushing the weights and you're picking the proper reps and you pick proper weights, you should build up a lot of confidence, and you should pretty much glide through training to where you're going to have a successful day on the platform. Meaning, if you're doing weights and chasing weights and you're constantly missing reps, what do you think is going to happen when the meet day comes and you have to do the same exact weight that you've missed several times in this training cycle? You're putting limitations on yourself, just like you put limitations on yourself when you see somebody do something like set an all-time world record and think, "Man, there's no way I'll ever get to that." And you know what? You're probably 100% right. There is no way you'll ever get to it. But that person who just broke the record never thought that. That person who went into it thinking, "I want to be the best in the world." And when you set up your training the same way to where you're not missing reps, you don't set limitations on yourself. So then you build up all this confidence thinking, no matter what I put in my hands or no matter what I put on my back, I'm going to be able to do that day. And that's kind of where, meets are won or lost. That's where days in the gym are won and losses. That one split second, you start to second guess yourself and you start to think, "Man, there's no way, this weight's too heavy, I'm going to get smashed." That's the time where you're going to lose. You're going to lose that battle every single time. You got to go into it with a bunch of confidence, knowing that, hey, I did it all in training, didn't miss a rep, I'm not going to miss a rep here, put whatever weight you want on my back, and it's going to get done. And I think that mentality is what the great people have. I've seen it. I didn't first see it until I moved to California and trained with at Boss Barbell with those guys. You get to see that level of eliteness where no matter what would happen, they're confident. They're able to push things. They're able to know that what their body's capable of isn't enough, and they keep going. They don't set limitations on themselves because they train around the best people in the world, and they see what that person does, and they're like, "Man, I got to get to that level or else I'm going to be left behind." And that kind of gets you motivated, or that'll either push you to the other side of the gym where you're training by yourself and you're scared to train with the strong guys. And you see that a lot, and I think that's what hinders a lot of people, is they'll come to these gyms with really big name lifters and strong lifters, and they'll get intimidated, they'll psych themselves out, and they won't ever approach or lift with those people because they don't think they belong, or because insecurities, or whatever it is. It's not a good excuse. If you're around the best in the world, you got to get in there and train with them, even if you are weaker. You know, if you're going to do something and you train with the best in the world, you're going to have to step your game up regardless. Right? There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. You're going to have to push it. You're going to have to step your game up. You're going to have to get stronger just for the sake of trying to keep up with these guys. And that's the benefit of being around the best and the strongest in the world. You know, and I would see that a lot in these places I train. People would never want to travel there. You know, they'll say, oh, I don't want to drive 20 minutes to the gym, when all reality, they just don't want to get embarrassed. They'd rather be the strong person at the weak gym instead of the weak person at the strong gym. And those are the same people that'll see a number go up and they'll be like, man, I'm done, I quit, never going to reach that level, never going to do it. And whether it's, you know, hyperbole or whatever, it doesn't really matter. In their mind, they've already told themselves they're not going to make it to that next level. And those are the people that are going to either make excuses for why they can't succeed, or they're just going to be content with what they have and not make that much progress. Progress is made first with what mentally you think you can accomplish and what you think you can do, and then after that comes proper programming to get to that next goal, to get to that level. And I think by not chasing weights in the gym and just by putting in the work and not trying to, you know, test your stuff before the day of the competition, and just keep building confidence, because that's what training is time to build confidence, time to get better. Then come meet day, you're going to be at the highest level you've ever fought, and you just do that for, you know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years. You're going to be one of the strongest people in the world at your weight class. It's just about consistency, hard work, and, you know, having a belief system in yourself that you can accomplish these things and that you're going to push yourself to the limits that you don't really know that are there. And I think that'll help you kind of transcend your goals and, you know, make it to the next level. I appreciate you guys watching. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share. Until next time, take care.